The Lil Rizzy Experience.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Discus Life podcast, the official podcast of the Discus Life here on the Discus Life channel. I'm your host, Lil Rizzy. I'm here with my guest, Evangelical Trapstar here.
What's good?
On another great, fantastic episode. If you'd like, make sure to sit back and enjoy this episode. We got a lot in store for you. We got lots to talk about, right?
We have a lot of stuff, a lot of intricate stuff to talk about, and to start it all off, we're gonna jump right into it. Who the fuck would keep playing a haunted video game? You know, what's the deal with these haunted video games? I mean, come on.
Hey, look, if you found a haunted video game, right? You thought it was a normal video game. You start playing it, you realize something's up.
I'm fucking turning it off and smashing it with the hammer.
You tell me you're not gonna be curious, and
I'm gonna be curious,
play it?
but at the same time, I'm gonna be like, this is bad juju, and I'm gonna grab the fucking cartridge of the Sonic game, wherever I'm playing. I'm just gonna smash it with a hammer 5 million times.
I mean, you're telling me if it's telling you to, look behind you or don't look behind you or something, you're not gonna be like, ooh, this is...
Okay, if it tells me to don't look behind you, I'm just not gonna look behind me. You can't get me if I don't look behind me. It's like, well, fuck, I don't want to kill him now. He's not looking. He's not gonna see me. You know?
I feel like, well, they say curiosity killed the cat.
They do say curiosity killed the cat.
I would be extremely curious.
And that's why you're the cat in that freaking scenario, and I'm the curiosity.
No, you're the pussy. I'm the cat.
Whatever. But all I know is I'm gonna be walking out still breathing. That's it. That's all I know. Fuck Sonic.exe. He's not God. I'm God. I have a hammer. I can smash you at any time.
I forgot he said that.
He said, I am God, and then he goes... That's exactly what he does.
He does do that. He literally
exactly
goes...
what he does. Yeah.
Why is it, he goes...
It sounds almost like fucking...
He's like...
he almost sounds like that and Zoidberg. I think actually somebody made a joke about that with the Sonic.exe noise. They did, damn, Daniel! And then it played that sound effect. That's how fucking similar it is to Flight React's laugh.
That was scary
sound effect,
back in the day?
I guess. I know I shit bricks when I first saw Sonic.exe, dude.
Oh, I mean, when like the jump scare popped up, because jump scares were still getting me back in the day.
Yeah,
Five Nights at Freddy's hadn't ruined jump scares.
That was pretty popular. Yeah, it wasn't done very much.
Yeah, no jump scares be getting me now because I've become immune to
just conditioned.
Not just Five Nights at Freddy's, but like all of the like indie horror games.
It was just really FNAF set a trend for that, and then it's just fucking ruined
bad.
it. There's still good. There's still some gems out there. There's some good horror games nowadays, but most of them are kind of ass.
If only we had PT.
Bring back PT.
What's wrong with you? But you know what? Instead, we live in a universe where we didn't get PT, but we got stupid ass shit like fucking like Ben drowned.
I think that was before PT. We eventually got it was after the fact.
Stupid.
After the fact, a cartridge was recovered that said Ben drowned on it, and the dumb motherfucker. I mean, obviously, I don't think I know the story, but it's another one of those classic creepypasta video game haunted cartridge stories. He just puts it in. There's like a dead kid or something like that, and he's haunting the game. They found it in a dumpster, I think.
Zelda.exe is what it is.
It is. It's its own thing, but they went harder with it. They thought a little bit harder.
They thought of an original creative name, I guess.
That is a pretty iconic name. Whenever I hear Ben drowned.
Yeah, because it doesn't refer to... I think the kid's name was Ben?
Yeah, the kid's name that drowned in a lake. He drowned in like a lake or some shit.
Yeah, fucking... Hi, my name is Carmen.
Oh my god. Hi, my name is Carmen Winstead. If you do not forward this to 5 other people, I will kill you.
Did I also mention that I was dead? Like, shut the fuck up.
I've been dead for 14 years. I fucking hate that shit, dude.
That was a creepypasta, right? That was a more modern one, wasn't it?
I wouldn't even really call it a creepypasta because things like that, like scams have been happening for so long. I remember even getting messages or emails. I think I've gotten an email before. I remember getting an email before that said it was like, this is from a dead girl or some shit like that. It was like that. It was along the lines of that saying. It had the same idea with it, and it was like, if you do not like forward this to 10 people, you will die in the next 5 days. And I remember seeing them and be like, oh shit, I'm gonna die.
It's like creepypasta. It's like The Ring. Or something, right?
It's just the trolling. People are fucking with you. It's pretty much the Ring. Yeah, they
got
took
7 days.
And it's like, motherfucker, I got too much shit, dude, to do. I'm not gonna do this. I don't even know how to forward emails. I'm gonna be honest. There's no threat. No fucking long hair, greasy haired fucking bitch in a white robe is not. She's not gonna come get me.
No.
You know, I'm gonna be safe.
What's her name? Carmen Winstead?
Yeah, I think her name's Carmen Winstead, canonically in the Ring.
I don't know much about the Ring lore. Or the Lord of the Rings, for that matter.
Me neither. I've never watched a single fucking Lord of the Rings and actually, like, sat there and paid attention.
Nah, I've never sat and watched it, period, pay attention or not.
Like, I just seen...
Lord of the Rings.
I've seen parts of it, and it's always, like, some weird-looking British dude screaming for some reason, and he's all greased up and sweaty and grimy.
Was that like, Sam?
I don't know. I just remember, my precious. And he's
yeah,
you know?
Gollum.
Yeah, I love... Is that Gollum?
Yeah, that was Carmen Winstead.
It was Carmen Winstead, it was. It always ties back to that, you know, at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's always Carmen Winstead. She's got her fucking... You know, fuck Carmen Winstead.
Fuck Carmen Winstead.
She always got her fucking dirty...
On some real shit, like, that shit wasn't funny. Like, that text-to-speech voice, like, bullshit. Like, bro, I want something better, bro.
People killed themselves over that shit.
Oh, God. I want to hear none of that shit. That's some shit that belong on Chills, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but if I saw that fucking creature running across my carpet, I would smash it until it was a small brown stain on the fucking ground. Doesn't he say something?
Admittedly, he had his shoes on, but that's even worse. Like, shut up.
And then he made fucking, then he made music, right? He made a few rap songs. And I still remember him. I forget, I used to laugh about it all the time and bring it up all the time, but I forget what the fuck it was called.
It was called number 15 Burger King foot lettuce.
Jamie, can you go ahead and pull up the Chills for the first ever Chill song, Jamie? Thank you. No, I don't give a shit. You do what I tell you. I pay you, piece of shit. Pull it up.
Number 15. I'm telling you, it was called Burger King foot lettuce, bro.
Well, that one, yeah. That episode was. I don't think his first ever single was called Burger King.
That's not the episode name. The episode name was like top 15 like fast food incidents or something.
Dude, talk about fucking an era of YouTube. Remember when top 15 like ruled the fucking YouTube algorithm, and it was like it was Nuke's Tops 5, fucking Dolan Dark, or not Dolan Dark. It was called Planet Dolan.
Fucking like,
they had fucking
hello,
Watch
everyone.
Mojo. Don't forget. Never
hello,
forget.
everyone. This is your daily dose of internet.
Yes.
What happened to him?
You know what? He still uploads. He's thriving. Yeah, he's thriving.
Yeah.
He still makes content. I guess I don't watch him.
Fuck Watch Mojo, bro.
I don't know how they're still going, dude. I've seen their channel in recent times, and it's just fucking. It's obvious that they've been doing YouTube for so long they don't know what the fuck to do anymore. It's just.
Today we're counting down our top 10 picks for.
It's so specific. Usually, it's just the weirdest thing that nobody needs a top 10 for. I don't care what 10 people did this thing in a movie. I don't give a shit. You know.
Top 10 Freddy Krueger moments in Nightmare on Elm Street.
And it's like, well, that's cool and all, but I could just go fucking watch the movie and get the top 10 moments while watching the movie, you know, or with a couple movies.
Nah, just stick with just the first one. You don't want to watch the sequels.
Yeah,
that's a big problem with horror.
I don't think I ever did, actually.
I didn't. I certainly am not gonna fucking. You think I'm gonna watch Freddy versus Jason, bro?
That sounds pretty stupid because aren't they both immortal?
Alien versus Predator.
Like
Godzilla versus King Kong.
They're both immortal. They both can't die. What's the fucking fun in it? You know, I don't know how these movies end, but I'm sure it ends with them surviving somehow. Both of them.
I don't know.
Horror in general is very, very like hit or miss. Very, very one trick pony kind of thing. You can just come out and it's a one hit, and you know you have a great game like Five Nights at Freddy's, and then it just fizzles out because you're just milking it. It's a cash cow.
I mean, you know how many fan games there were Five Nights at Freddy's?
Dude,
everybody copied that game.
Yeah, and so many so many fucking series thrived, so much so to the point where Scott Cawthon himself funded the fan game, so it made it technically fine because they're using, you know, his ideas and making their own stuff off it and actually making money off it. I remember seeing What was it, Five Nights at Candy's?
Five Nights at Candy's.
I think I've seen actual plushies of those in real life, and I was like, wow, that's crazy.
There was One Night at Flumpty's with the egg. You remember that?
That dude actually turned out to be a scumlord. He was texting minors, right? Something like that?
That always happens.
That's just the age-old... That's the age-old tale of the internet. It happens to everybody, of the modern age, the internet.
I mean, I know I'm not doing that, but sometimes I worry that it's like they're gonna find something on me.
It's like the life what? It's the life cycle of the modern YouTuber. It's make a hit video, go viral, you know, gain popularity, get mainstream, become a pedophile and get exposed for it, and then you fall, and then you just that's it.
Yeah, no, like I mean, I know
out of the scene. You're
I know damn well I ain't touching no kids, but next thing I know, I'm gonna go on Twitter and they're gonna have screenshots of shit that they say that I did. I'll be fucked.
Yeah, if some motherfucker tries to frame you, hitman, I'm gonna kill their ass. Straight up.
I mean, that's not legal either.
Straight up.
Although, I'd rather kill someone than
straight up
touch kids, cause like.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on who you're killing somebody for. Now, if you're killing somebody senselessly, you know, there's no purpose behind it. Fucked up. That's psychopath shit. Now, if somebody's coming at you, you gotta kill him. It's either him or you. It's fine.
Look, murderers go to jail. Pedophiles go to jail, and the murderers kill the pedophiles in jail.
It has its own.
Remember Epstein?
Well, he didn't kill himself. He was killed because people higher in power were afraid that he was going to expose them. That's why he was killed in jail, and not, you know, he didn't kill himself.
I mean, I like to believe that some really big black man that was like 7 foot that, like, you know, did some really bad shit. You know, like, I'm talking like, come over here and kiss me on my mouth.
Like if you can imagine that guy.
Like that guy walks into Epstein's room, and you know, he gives them a little bit of flavor of what he did like to kids, and then he kills them.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like ironic that he gets touched.
It's poetic.
Yeah, it is.
Poetic justice, right there.
Probably didn't happen like that, but you know what? Let me have my fan fiction.
Yeah, I mean that is hot and steamy, you know. But I'm sure what actually happened is, well, the Clintons came in, or some associate hired by the Clintons. This is all factual. It's not allegations.
Sleepy Joe.
This is real. Yeah, Sleepy Joe was probably in on it somehow. And the Clintons came in and they murdered Epstein. They killed him.
Yeah, like that classic.
Framed it as a suicide.
You heard about the story of the Clintons were involved in this. Did you ever hear about the pizza place in New York somewhere that apparently
Pizzagate, yeah, had ping pong pizza
had this basement, right,
with kids in it, and a guy came in with a rifle and was like, I'm gonna free them kids, and there was no kids in the basement.
There was no basement.
There was no basement to begin.
There was no basement. It was a fucking they were like the people, you know, the powers that be, the, you know, big liberals and all that, they're down there fucking feasting on kids' blood like vampires.
Yeah, on babies fucking, and they're eating babies' foreskin and babies' fucking skin and
Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton.
Hunter Biden smokes crack and a child pee on his computer.
And there was no fucking basement.
Obviously, they hid the basement. They filled it in with a lot of dirt and stuff, so obviously it was real at one point, but...
It was actually, the entryway was hidden behind a painting like Minecraft.
Yeah, they put 2 signs down, mined up 2 blocks, put 2 signs down, and had to keep spamming until they got the big cool skull painting, so it looked unassuming.
I don't think it wasn't the skull painting, it was the dude on the piano.
That one's pretty cool.
Like in the Stampy videos.
Oh, yeah. Hello, this is Stumpy, and welcome to my awesome fucking world. I missed that.
A lovely world.
Actually, no, I don't. I never watched him. I actually thought he was annoying.
I watched Stampy a little bit when I was a kid.
My brother was a big fan of Stampy and all the Minecraft YouTubers. I watched a
shit ton of Dan TDM.
I think I more so watched like Psychic Pebbles and fucking stuff like that and Gmod content and TF2 content. And then I used to watch a lot of Vanoss back in those days, as opposed to the Minecraft YouTubers. You know?
I watched so much Vanoss back when Minilad was respectable.
Oh my god, I used to love Minilad. I used to watch his own channel.
It goes back to all these YouTubers, they just keep turning into pedophiles. What is this?
It hit me deep when I seen Minilad turn. I was like, damn.
Sucked. Like,
I actually watched that dude's channel. Like I went out of my way to watch his stuff specifically because I liked him.
Like I was subscribed to his channel.
And then it's just, you know, the allegations come out, and to see how he handled it and how he just kind of like ignores it and just tries to sweep it under the rug. Like, I got canceled and I've never been better. Motherfucker, you didn't get canceled. You're a pedophile. What do you mean? Wait. Are those false allegations? Was he a pedophile? He's a pedophile.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure I'm getting my facts straight.
I don't believe they were little kids. I believe
they were just minors. Yes, they were minors. They were under the age of consent, and they were being talked to, you know, in a sexual way by many lad. And this happened, and when that came out, I lost all respect. But he acts like he treats it like it's a little like he should deserve a slap on the wrist, like it's a you know, nobody understands me type thing. Like it's just it's a minor thing to do. Literally. The only thing minor about it is the people you're texting, motherfucker. I don't know what you think this is, but you're not getting canceled. It's not cancel culture. It's people who genuinely don't like pedophiles because they shouldn't be liked and they should be ostracized from society. You crazy son of a bitch.
You hear that, Drake?
You hear that, Drake and Mini Lad? You crazy sons of bitches.
You know what? I was subscribed to EDP too.
Epstein, if the Clintons didn't get your ass, I would have.
I've subscribed to EDP back when that shit went down.
Me too. I used to love EDP, dude. I watched that dude so long ago, back when he made the video. So I just shot the motherfucking neighbor's dog, and like
identify yourself.
He's just like, I just blew up the, what did he say, Taco Bell bathroom?
No, he was running out. He said I just blew up the bathroom at Chipotle.
Yeah, Chipotle right now. I'm fucked up. I'm trying to get out of here. It won't flush. I remember that shit was hilarious, man. He was fucking hilarious, and he wiped his ass with the Eagles fucking hat, dude. He literally pulled down his pants on a video.
Literally, his ass was on YouTube
in the middle of a desert, and just fucking wiped his ass with an Eagles hat.
No, he did it in his apartment too.
He did it twice. I just don't know.
This is always the way it goes.
It's the natural step, I feel like, for content creators in modern YouTube, and I don't know why. YouTube is sort of taken on that Hollywood feel to it, where it's like they got corruption and pedophiles and bad
Mr.
things
Beast.
and Mr. Beast and like, fucking
Quibble
Cop and all that shit. Both Hollywood has that. And I'm serious. So YouTube is turning into Hollywood. It's less of a funny little internet video sharing platform, and it's turning into like Hollywood, like showbiz. Like you have to,
Who's left that we could trust? Who's the big stars that are left that we could trust? Like
Critical, you could trust. I feel like you could trust him. For the most part, I feel like you trust.
I feel like you should be able to.
Critical. I give it to Wendigoon. He's pretty cool. I can trust that
Wendigoon,
man.
Yeah, he's trustworthy.
Wendigoon. Oh,
he is
big time.
He's religious. He would not do anything sinful.
Germa, if you know Germa.
Germa's not going to do anything.
Germa, 100%.
I would say Matt Pat, but he retired.
Yeah, but Matt Pat, he's just like a family man. He's a nerd. He's a family
man. He
retired
to go raise his family.
Yes, he's a good person.
He's not
a
doing
normal person. What's his name?
I trust Matt Pat.
The British dude that does the cool little videos, and he recently made. He said he was quitting YouTube to do it in his own time. What's his fucking name? It's Tom something. He did the iconic video where he vaped and he was like, "This is an electronic vape," and he went,
"The old dude."
No, not that guy. Yeah, I think he still makes YouTube videos actually.
No, he made a video where he said he was done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody's quitting.
Well, fair, because these people are getting out and they see the corruption and they see the fucking awful people and how YouTube is as a platform as a whole. You're just creating for the algorithm less than for yourself. You're not creating for yourself, and that's the whole idea of the fucking platform, which is why these motherfuckers are leaving. You know,
I feel like you can trust Markiplier.
You can trust Markiplier. He may have created an OnlyFans, and did all that shit, but who cares? He's still Markiplier.
I don't think you trust him. I mean, if we're talking about YouTubers going into pedophiles, I don't think Markiplier will be a pedophile. So
the list that we got so far. We got Markiplier, we got Germa, we got who else?
Critical.
We got Critical.
Dan TDM.
Dan TDM, yes.
He's got his own. He's got kids.
Matt Pat.
Matt Pat.
Retired though.
Rest in peace. At least the YouTube channel. He's not dead.
No, he's not.
Thank God.
Yeah. There's others that could be trusted. There has to be. I know there are. I just can't. I'm drawing a blank right now. Wendigoon, PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye maybe, Markiplier. Like we said, all these people. I feel like these are some solid people like we trusted. Name. Now, if we end up eating these words and these words end up aging like shit, then well, I don't know. I don't think any of these people will ever do anything that heinous though. I mean, worst thing PewDiePie's done is said the N-word, which was pretty rough.
That's not pedophilia. That's not pedophilia.
It's pretty rough, but I mean, it's obvious that it was just like a slip up, and he didn't even really mean anything by it. It wasn't racially charged, and it's fucked up. But I mean,
I'm gonna say this.
I'd rather. What are you gonna say, man?
I'm not gonna condone his actions.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say that every white man has said the N-word at some point in their life. Whether behind closed doors or in public, every white person has said the N-word at some point.
That is a very, very controversial statement right there. That is going to be very. That's
you know what that means? You know what that means? Joe Biden.
Oh God.
Joe Biden said. You know who else has said it? Michael Jackson.
Shit.
You know who else has said it? You know what else said
that means Tom Brady said it.
Tom Brady.
That means Tom Brady said
it. All the white quarterbacks. All right.
Wait, does that mean fucking Albert Einstein said the N-word?
Albert Einstein said the N-word. Obama and all the presidents before him. Biden, Trump. Obama's the only black president, so every other president has said the N-word. And all of their vice presidents.
Well, yes, besides Kamala. She's black.
Yeah, she can.
She probably gives him the pass. That's probably how he got. He probably says it often behind closed doors because he probably gets the pass.
Yeah, thinking like all the celebrities and stuff, like even the cool ones like Bob Ross.
Well, may God rest his soul.
He
definitely dropped a fair share of N-bombs back in his day. He was a drill sergeant, for God's sake. So
or like who else is like who's like cool celebrities that are respected like. Danny DeVito said the N-word.
Jim Carrey?
Jim Carrey has said the N-word. Adam Sandler said the N-word.
Yeah, well, he's like kind of white. He's just Jewish. He's more Jewish, like Jerusalem.
So?
Like he's actually Jewish.
Albert Einstein was a Jew.
Was he actually?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. New things.
Markiplier said it. MatPat said it.
I can't imagine that. Do you really think MatPat could say it? Do you really think MatPat...
Behind closed doors, yes.
He's just dropping N-bombs. Back. Yeah. He was playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Musical artists like Eminem has said it.
Oh, no, there's video recording of him saying the N-word. That's actually
Drake
true.
has said it.
Drake has said it, for sure.
We don't want him saying that no more, though.
Yeah, no, he does not deserve the pass anymore. I don't know who gave it to him, but,
like Justin Bieber has said it.
Like I could for sure see him saying it. Definitely in his later years.
You gotta think, like, realistically, how many words do you say throughout your entire life? How many words do you speak?
Has to be in the billions.
More than that. I
mean,
think of, how much you talk every day. There's 365 days in a year. How many years people live? You telling me that they haven't said it at least one time?
Just by themselves, nobody's ever gonna hear this. I'm going to be the only person that ever hears myself say this.
It could be something as simple as,
and it's one time.
You're in the house alone. You got the music on, and it just so happens you're listening to Straight Outta Compton.
Yes. Crazy. No, does he say motherfucker? I think he does say motherfucker named Ice Cube. He does say motherfucker, doesn't he?
Yeah, and then he drops the name of the group.
And when it got to that point, I'm sure MatPat said the
N-word. A lot of people said it.
I'm sure Bob Ross also said the N-word to that song.
Yeah.
Very fair. Also, Gold Digger by Kanye. That's a very big one. Oh, that's a hit. Yeah. And a lot of white people like that song.
A lot of white people like Kanye.
A lot of white people love Kanye.
Yeah.
And there's you ain't convincing me that the Kanye fans haven't said white Kanye fans have not said the N-word to his songs.
Just go watch a concert. And listen to the crowd scream it, and then look at the crowd.
Dude, there was you ever see that Kendrick Lamar concert where you got that white girl up to rap a verse, and she started saying the N-word, and the crowd were like, whoa, whoa! I swear to God, this is real. I remember seeing it. he got a white girl up, and she started spitting the verse, and then as soon as the first N-word came up, I know everybody was holding their breath, and then she just drops, and everybody's like, oh! I think it was a song. It was like one of the songs off Damn.
Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do though?
Oh my god, that was funny.
Kendrick should have known what was coming. He wrote the song.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he thought
he
thought the people would be a little more.
He had
competent.
Nah, he had some intentions. He said, "This is gonna be funny."
Yeah, I'm gonna see how this shit goes.
That's what he said when he dropped the Euphoria. He said, "This is gonna be funny."
Yeah, that's all he said. He's like, "This is gonna be funny. This is gonna be alright."
And then it's gonna be alright.
I like this song. I like
we
this
gonna
song.
be alright.
This song sounds alright.
It's gonna be alright.
I'm sure that's what he said, and he dropped it. Yeah, he pressed the upload button on YouTube.
Yeah, and he said, "All my life I has to fight." And then most white people would say the next word by themselves. See, I'm not in a room by myself.
They would at least mouth the next word. A lot of them would at least mouth.
Oh, you mean like mouth it like how we used to do back in like the day when we had to, the elementary schools would make us do them big like sing things in front of our parents.
Yeah, and you wouldn't actually sing.
And nobody would say, you just
imagine. I always thought about what if the entire crowd like just the day of where it was like, no way I'm singing this shit. I'm just gonna mouth it. I'm not feeling up to it. And then he's like 1, 2, and the song starts and nobody starts singing because everybody's just trying to lip read. And just, he comes out with like the craziest.
Yeah, the one kid comes out.
He kills that shit.
Yeah, and everybody's going like, "Whoa, what?"
You ever see the video where he's like, I started playing. It was like, I started playing trumpets and Unc thought he was going to heaven.
What?
He's like, I shine lights in his face and started playing trumpets.
How does it go?
Fucking Halo 3, man.
I don't know how it goes. I haven't played it again.
Convince me that there is not one man in the world that poured a bowl of cereal and opened the refrigerator to see no milk. Tell me there's not one man in the world.
I can show you a video right now where that happens.
I think I know what video that is, but
I can show you right now. Hey, Jamie, pull that one up. Pull that video up for the people at home.
Do what I told when you're told. What you're told when you're told. Pull that shit up.
Alright, it's really funny. He throws the cereal at the wall.
You're gonna fucking laugh at that shit.
Alright, let me just break it down for you, okay? He pours the cereal. I think it's like Frosted Flakes or something. Alright, he pours the cereal in the bowl. It's like from the Vine era.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think it was
from the Vine era. This is a Vine era joke. Alright, he pulls the cereal in the bowl. He opens up the fridge. I think it's like either empty or very lacking.
Yes.
No milk. And then, you know what he does? He throws that bowl of cereal at the wall.
Yes, he does. With the force of 1,000 fucking suns, that bowl whips at the wall.
And he goes,
the cereal goes everywhere.
And he goes, "Only a spoonful."
Afterwards, and he's like, yeah.
He does not say that. Actually.
Yeah, he says that afterwards.
The people at home know I was lying.
Yeah, the people know. Get that? That's a callback. That's a reference right there.
That's a reference, huh? Hey, yo, the pizza here.
Yeah, the pizza here.
Oh, why didn't you say the word?
What? Well, I don't know.
Is it because I'm in the room?
No, well, no. I think I just may have forgotten that was a part of that sequence.
I didn't.
You didn't? You never forget?
I never forget. Because I have to make sure in case I slip up.
Could always be conscious of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the only rappers that I've went to go see, they're great rappers, some of my favorites, but they're underground and they're white. Okay, they're white rappers, which means no risk at all for an N-word being dropped. Drake, yeah.
Lil Mosey,
NF, Lil Durk, fucking Jay-Z,
Lil Dicky.
What the fuck's his name? Young Gravy. Baby No Money. We got a lot here. A lot of white rappers as of late.
Lil Wayne.
Prof. Lil Wayne.
I'm trying to think of who else. Jeff the Killer.
With an A, yeah.
Keemstar,
I do like his music. He does that pretty
Jake,
fucking
and
music.
Logan Paul.
Yes, they both made classics. What was that little kid name? He's like the Pokemon Go kid.
Oh shit, what was his
He's
name?
a fucking great rapper. He's a Hall of Famer right there.
Hold on. We gotta find him. We gotta find his name.
Yeah, Jamie, pull up a picture of that kid. And I don't want to have to ask twice. Thank you.
I play Pokemon Go every day.
What did he say?
Pokemon Go.
What did he say? What the fuck is like...
Pokemon go to the polls.
Yeah, Pokemon go to the polls.
Thank you, Hillary.
Leafy is an asshole. Leafy is a retard.
It was
Leafy
Misha.
Is an asshole. That's his name? Misha. That is his name. He was like Russian or some in that area. You know,
looks
he had
like
that sort of accent. Yeah, just like you. I mean, so there's side by side just to show you.
I mean, that's an old video. It could have been me.
It's uncanny.
It could have been me.
I mean, obviously, you've since dyed your hair and had to, you know.
I went through multiple phases of life.
Yeah, and your eyesight goes out as you get older, so glasses. Dude, speaking of cursed images.
Smile Dog, right?
Smile Dog was a good one. And what about Obey the Walrus? You know.
That was more of a video,
yeah,
wasn't it?
was said to be. You're said to be cursed if you watched Obey the Walrus. This little girl cursed you, which is just a fucking lie. Honestly, it's kind of fucked up. They're just making fun of a little anorexic girl. You know, that's not alright. You know.
I think that was a grown adult too.
Was it?
Yeah.
Never mind. A grown ass. Wasn't she in like a fucking pixie outfit or like some like weird fucking?
It was some
like Balleria.
It was some actress.
Some
foreign.
And the video was just said to be cursed. Wasn't there like scary audio over it or something?
It started
like reversed music.
It started with like reverse music, and then all of a sudden it went.
And like, you are cursed if you see this.
And then she started dancing, and then she gets like close to the camera, and then this picture of a walrus shows up. You ever seen the movie Tusk?
No.
It's like the human centipede, but with walrus.
Ugh.
The Lil Rizzy Experience.
Man gets turned into walrus.
So is he shoving his tusk up other people's asses?
No, it's just one man.
Just one man.
And it's like this weird dude that's like, I'm gonna make you walrus. And so like, he surgically...
I'm gonna make you walrus.
Surgically... I don't know how he does it. It's a fucking stupid-ass movie. Johnny Depp's in it.
Johnny Depp's in it?
He's like a very...
Hooray.
He's a very minor character. It's like a cameo. Just shows up for some reason.
It's like when Tom Cruise was in The Outsiders. You're like, oh, that's Tom Cruise. What the fuck? Why is he here? Yeah. The really famous actors and really... Like Charlie Sheen, dude. And Platoon. You ever see Platoon?
Yeah.
I love Charlie Sheen.
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe smokes weed out of a shotgun barrel and gives it to Charlie Sheen.
Spoilers.
Yeah, he's like,
that's Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, it's one of the most famous scenes because it's so over dramatic and he's getting like shot up.
He's like,
and then he falls down, he falls to his knees, he's like, he gets shot some more and then he dies.
That's what happens to the Green Goblin.
Yeah, that's also what happened to the Green Goblin.
Not quite.
He just got shot. Peter Parker said, "Fuck this shit." He put out the 9mm and just shot his ass.
Remember when Willem Dafoe, like, they caught him outside like that one place and he was like,
oh yeah, he's like, some sports thing.
Showed off like the drip.
He's like, some sports thing. I don't know.
I don't know. Some sports. I don't know. You know.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I just picked this out of my closet.
Yeah, he was like a funny guy.
I hang out with him.
Do you know the classic image where he has like a ciggy hanging out of his mouth that's half smoked and he has like the two oranges or whatever the fuck, or the two pears? What is he holding? I think it's like two oranges.
I feel like I've seen it.
Jamie, pull up the image of Willem Dafoe with the cigarette hanging out the right side of his mouth left side of his mouth holding two spoiled oranges or some shit.
I mean, it could be the right, it could be the left. I don't know.
Well, it's hanging out the right side on the picture, which means it's hanging out the left side of his mouth in real life.
I mean, yeah. Your left is my right.
Yes, if I were to do this, you're seeing left right now.
Yeah.
Now, if I were to do this, you're seeing right. You see? See how that works?
What even happened in the Russian sleep experiment?
I think it was like this dude or this group of dudes. I don't know, something like that. And they're in their little chamber, and they got beds. I think. And they're on like a gas that doesn't allow them to sleep. I feel like.
I think. They couldn't sleep.
The experiment was they were testing how what would happen to the human just overall, if they hadn't slept in like years and years, and it's pretty easy to answer that question. That's why that story's dumb. It doesn't make any sense. If that happens, your brain just deteriorates into nothing, and then you just fucking die. That's
kind of sleep deprived.
Yeah, it's scary, but there's a very rare condition where you can, it has a fucking name for it, but you can never sleep again. Literally never sleep again. And there's this video, it's a very popular YouTube channel. This dude, he was a cool dude doing whatever, normal YouTube channel, random shit, and all of a sudden he was like, I can't sleep. He's like 3 months in, I still can't sleep, and you can see him progressively get worse and worse until the channel just stopped because he probably passed away. But he got a fucking disease or condition or something like that didn't allow him to sleep, and his brain just slowly rotted away. So there's no need for a Russian sleep experiment. That shit happened in real life, and it's way more sad.
We need like.
What do we need?
We need more shit like marble hornets.
The fuck is that? What is marble hornets?
We need more shit like that. It's like Slender Man, found footage, like analog horror shit. But it's like Slender Man, so it's like creepypasta. And it's way better than that movie that they made.
Well, I'm sure, yeah. I've seen analog horror recreations of Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's good, you know. It's good. It's not that good, but it's good, you know.
Well, the Five Nights at Freddy's one's pretty. I mean, it's just jump scares again.
Yeah, it is. It does really. Analog horror relies very heavily on jump scares as well.
Walden Files wasn't that bad.
No, yeah, it ended up getting better. But at first, when it was all new and analog horror was all new, I remember the first few episodes of the Walden Files having a fuck ton of jump scares and loud scary noises.
I remember it was Walden Files and
those were
Mandela Catalog.
Yeah,
that one sucked though.
These analog horror things are like new age, sort of more high quality, new age, more fleshed out creepypastas. I feel like is the best way to put it.
Yeah, because they all got like their own lore.
They got a fuck ton of lore.
This is why the Five Nights at Freddy's one pops off because
it already has its own lore.
It's already lore, so all they gotta do is just like show a purple silhouette and everybody goes.
Dude, yeah. Ever since the first game, people have loved the idea of Five Nights at Freddy's being real. You know.
Oh my god.
I still remember that one picture of that random fucking like plaza store or whatever the fucking it had Freddy Fazbear's Pizza on. I was like, oh god, it's real.
We wanted Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to be real so bad.
Me too. I wanted it to be real, and I remember going to Chuck E. Cheese during that time and being very scared of Chucky himself.
I did. There was a family member who had a Chuck E. Cheese birthday party way back, before the pandemic hit. It was like 2019 or something.
Sounds right.
And, you know, of course, in middle school, I was a very, very big Five Nights at Freddy's fan. So this is around the same time. And, I mean, we would roll up to Chuck E. Cheese. And they had that Chucky was standing right there. Right? Charles Entertainment Cheese was standing up there going, and bro, I didn't like it.
No.
And you know what? You know what's worse? I believe the employees all wear purple. Because their colors are purple and green. And they have purple uniforms that they wear. So, you know, watch out. I'm not going in that back room.
Don't get lured by anybody. If anybody tries to tell you, hey, come in this back room real quick, don't do it. Don't go. Don't follow them.
If somebody dressed up as Chuck E. Cheese walks up to you and goes,
hey, kid,
I have free tokens for you.
I just need to go get them from the back if you come with me.
If you come with me to the back, I could show you where we got all these cool prizes. Like
your ass is going to be Charles Cheese if you
ass
fucking go
is
over
grass.
There. Your ass is literally grass. All right,
You're
gonna be shoved into a suit. Okay, your eye sockets are gonna pop out. Okay, and you're gonna fucking stink up the joint. All right, and you're gonna fucking jump scare a couple employees, night guards. So don't follow the purple men.
Did we ever get any Five Nights at Freddy's creepypastas?
I'm sure.
You know what? No, we got fan fiction.
We did. Well, we don't want to fucking delve into fan fictions, man. Wasn't half of them porn?
I think that's just fan fiction in general.
Yeah,
like
but I mean,
Wattpad.
Yeah. Fanfics of like, well, what the fuck? Shrek is love, Shrek is life. That's a.
I thought that was more of a joke.
Would you classify that as a shit post or a fanfic?
I don't know the history, but I wouldn't be surprised if it started out as something and then it either started as a shit post and got worse, or it started out as something worse and turned into a shit post.
The internet really liked shock content back then, shock value.
Oh.
So maybe he's just trying to go for the most vulgar, out there
if we're
thing.
talking about shock content. Jeff the Killer.
Is that shock content? Would you call that shock content?
Definitely. You know why?
Why?
Because instead of saying that, simply put it, the, little boy went through, some mental shit and started killing people.
Yes.
His face burns because of, it was bleach and alcohol gone in his face. His face burns, turns white like the Joker.
Yes.
He burns off, he
burns his brother's face, so you could be like, you get to be happy.
No,
like me, right?
he burns off his own eyelids.
Yeah, so he can't do something. I don't.
So that he can't blink, which would make him go blind.
Yes,
by the way,
it really would. It really would. It would just actually.
But he cuts off because that's
scary,
ridiculous.
And
it's shocking.
It's spooky. Yeah.
And then he cuts the smile onto his face like the Joker.
Yeah. You want to see how I got these scars?
And he walks up to his brother and goes, "You want to know how I got these scars?"
He's like, "You can be happy like me," and he goes, "Boop." Doesn't he just kill him, right?
I think.
Or did you cut the smile on? I don't fucking know.
Oh,
I don't
yeah, and
care.
it's all kids. He kills kids. It's
the
all
idea
shocking.
is he fucking did some shit, then his mother or somebody was like, "You're so crazy," and got the shotgun, and he was like, "Fuck this shit," and he ran into the woods. And that's where he is now. And he still tells you not to go to sleep.
No, he tells
he'll kill you in your sleep.
No, he tells you go to sleep.
Or, he doesn't
and then he
warn
kills you, which is you going to sleep.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Right.
Or he's just telling you to go to bed so he can kill you in your sleep. That's how I always took it as a kid.
I thought he was just tucking me in.
He's just probably, yeah.
That story was actually probably one of the dumbest.
It's shit. I watched more recently, only like a year probably ago. I watched a whole, like a narration of the entire thing, start to finish.
Was
like
it
the
the
original
one with,
thing?
Was it the one with chills?
No, it was a newer video. It was like critiquing the thing. It was a thing making fun of Jeff the Killer.
One by
basically.
Internet Historian, I think it was, where they got a bunch of like YouTubers to narrate it, and they made Chills voice Jeff the Killer. I shit you not.
That might be it.
All right, because Jeff the Killer walked around. Voices. It was Mark Zuckerberg. He looked like Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, I watched that. That's the video I'm talking about.
And Chills was like, "Go to sleep," and it was fucking stupid.
Yes. That is the exact. Holy shit! That is the exact video I watched.
I watched that video. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just shed the light. I was like, "Wow, this is just shit. This is so bad. How was I ever afraid of this?"
It's worse than I remember.
It's like so much worse.
And I knew it was bad back then.
It's just obviously some random kid just really like, oh yeah, and then he cut his eyelids and and then he fucking killed somebody. Now he's gonna kill you, and it's just some little teenage kid like, yeah.
Yeah, I could have wrote that.
Yeah, like
back in that when I was that age, I could have.
It's just so obviously bad, and
I feel like I could write something now that's just slightly above that quality.
Did you know that the original Jeff the Killer image originates, and this is kind of fucked up, I actually feel bad, but it originates from an image form, I think, and I don't know which one, could be 4chan or any of them fucking things for all I know. 4chan. It was that image. What you see is the image, and the silhouette and everything is the actual image, but obviously the face is edited. Right. That's all just wiped, just cut out, and it's actually just a totally normal image of just some fat lady in that
That's
room.
That's what I thought. I heard something about that.
And to make fun of her, I think it might have been like an Ask Me Anything or Roast Me or something like that. Probably not Ask Me Anything. It was too early in the internet. And they just cut her face off and did that and photoshopped that, and that became this random fat lady became the face of Jeff the Killer. Actually insane. Jamie, go ahead and pull that one up on screen. Jamie,
are you telling me that this kid
looked at the original Jeff the Killer image on screen? Jamie,
he looked at that image and declared that character right there burned off their own eyelids.
Yes.
Where do you? I mean, I guess props for being original, but also no props for not like. I mean, I know
it's not sustainable.
It's
just
fiction. It doesn't have to be realistic.
Yeah.
But if he's supposed to be running around and killing people to this day, how's he doing that if he went blind? Because he literally, I mean, you know how close the fire is to your eye? It's like, if you can't blink, your eyes
dry. Your eyes literally dry and they go blind.
They're going to dry up, get infected, you're going to go blind.
I actually watched the video on that.
You're fucking stupid.
You're dumb as fuck, Jeff. Dumb as fuck. The only person that's going to be killed is you.
And what?
From natural causes.
His motives were he got bullied and apparently some mental shit, aka he got this weird feeling And that's all the story describes.
Yep.
As a weird feeling.
Yeah, and that's something I forgot. It was the build up to
not so much a pain, but a weird feeling.
The build up to Jeff the Killer. He just got bullied a couple times, right? And then his like sister or something. Like
it's like
what happened?
It's like if a kid in drama club
yeah
wrote their own Joker story.
Yeah, like the kid was getting bullied
and decided that they were gonna play the Joker.
That's a good way to put it.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Hell yeah, I love that. That's I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby. Jeff the Killer's pathetic.
I guess I don't know. We can move on to another one. Smile Dog. I actually don't know a lot. I haven't heard that one in a while.
I think it's like
I forget that one.
I think it's like The Ring.
Is it?
You look at the photo and then you've got a certain amount of time before you kill yourself. And I think you also like have to like pass it on. I think it's just a hi, my name is Carmen Winston.
Yes, that type of format, that template.
Yeah, and the thing is like at the end of the story, it's like, and now you see the image and now you have to.
Yes, and then you have to, spread the message around. It was probably something like that. And then I think somebody made a story for it to accompany the image.
It's another one of the 4chan things.
Yeah, it starts early in the internet, and people are like, holy fuck, this is a scary dog.
It was a scary, I'm not gonna lie.
I shit my pants when I seen it.
When I was little, that was one of one of the worst ones for me. Just because it was a very scary dog.
Yes, when I was a kid, that and Sonic.exe encapsulated everything that scared me in that era.
Yeah, because
in that time,
it was like they took a picture of a dog, and they fucked it up, and they fucked with like the facial structure of the dog. It was like it was like the German analog horror faces before they did that. Yeah. And also it was it was a good boy. Why are they doing that?
You ever see he looks like such a happy dog in the original image. He's just he's a happy little husky. Yeah. And then they ruined him. Why? Why? That's fucked up.
Remember Squidward's suicide?
That one is exponentially horrible. That one is like exquisitely bad. It's worse than Jeff the Killer. That one's shit.
Well, you know what? There were so many like it, but that one was I can't tell you the
lost media.
The amount of lost media. Like there was like Suicide Mouse.
That one sounds familiar, but I don't know if I remember it.
There was Dead Bart.
Don't remember that one.
Remember Dead Bart?
No, maybe not.
Bart Simpson. He's dead.
I'm sure.
In an episode.
Yeah, it sounds.
Or Suicide Mouse. Like, the thing is, Mickey doesn't kill himself. I think you watch the lost episode and you're supposed to kill. There's so many creepypastas where you were supposed to kill yourself afterwards. Oh my god, what was the one? There was one where you were supposed to. Oh my fucking god. It was the video, completely red. It was like this Indian dude that just stared at the camera, and you were supposed to like scoop your eyes out with a spoon after watching the video.
But why?
You remember that?
No, but
pull up the video.
Pull that shit up.
Make all of our viewers gouge out their eyes.
Yeah, they gotta make sure they scoop their eyes out too. Make sure they scoop their eyes out. I swear to God. All right, send emails.
It's like a minute-long video of like just this image where like this dude stares at the camera. The whole, like, video's red or whatever because red's scary, and like there's like spooky noises or whatever, and like the whole thing is like apparently after watching the video you're supposed to like just whoop,
but why?
Take out your eyes.
There's nothing compelling. Was it supposed to be some paranormal force guy?
Creepypasta, man.
It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
That's but you don't care. It doesn't have to make sense if it's scary.
I mean, I didn't want to watch. I watched the video and then I was.
Was it really just an Indian man?
Yeah.
That's it? It was just an Indian man that was red? That was it? And he just stares at the camera?
Yeah.
Is that really it?
That's it.
How was it supposed to be scary in the slightest?
Because it was cursed.
Did it play scary music or anything?
I think so. Or scary sounds.
Okay.
And
I think I remember this.
And you were supposed to,
right.
you would do something bad to yourself afterwards.
Yeah, no.
That's what all of them did. They all were like the same thing.
Do you remember I Feel Fantastic?
Oh,
that one's classic.
That's a classic.
That one can still send. I've seen it so many times it doesn't affect me anymore. But it for a while it sent chills down my spine because it's just everything about that. Hey, whatever. She's hitting that shit though. I gotta give her that.
She went off.
You did hit that shit. Do you watch Smiling Friends?
No.
They made a reference to it in Smiling Friends. So there was like it was literally the mannequin. He was like, "Yeah, I got this" or something like that. It was just in the background.
Where'd you find that?
Yeah. That was cool.
Now we're talking about like cursed vids. I mean, there's videos for creepypasta, like the Suicide Mouse got a video. And then everybody's tried to make like their own version of Squidward Suicide. You seen those videos?
I've seen a bunch of different versions
Everybody's
of it.
tried to make. It's always a of like photorealistic eyes or something.
Yeah, that was a big thing. And I know
everybody had those.
This is jumping a little bit. All right, a few years, a good amount of years, probably a decade. I don't know when Squidward Suicide came out, but this is kind of dumb, but I'm just gonna say it. The realistic eyes thing makes me remember the Doki Doki Literature Club scene, right? All right, this is old now.
Hey, look,
all right, it's fizzled out. It's kind of weird. There's a weird fan base for it.
Hear me out.
Listen, there was a scene after the game becomes spooky, after the lady hangs herself. Spoilers, who gives a shit? The game's been out for fucking years.
We all know that's like the most iconic part of the
that is
thing.
The entire...
Everybody, it's like because it's the
what
shocking...
you know about the game.
It's the shocking part where, like, she kills herself. I think because, you, like, don't love her or something?
And I was... Yes.
I don't know.
You can't avoid it. It's just a part of the game.
I don't know the lore.
But... That game, by the way, stuck out like a sore thumb. There was a small phase where I fucking loved that game just because it took that 180 turn and did that hanging thing. 'Cause I always love that in horror when it just takes the 180 turn. Face value.
It's like...
At face value.
It looks like a dumb anime game.
Cutesy, dumb dating sim. And I was like... I literally was like... I never watched PewDiePie. I'm just going to watch him play... Or maybe it was Jacksepticeye or one of those guys. And I was like, I'm just going to watch him play this game. And then it got to the hanging part and I was just like... My jaw dropped. I got gobsmacked. But anyway, the realistic eyes. There's a part in the game after it gets spooky, and Yuri's like sitting there and talking to you, and then it's just fucking boom, gets like all up in your fucking grill or whatever the hell, and she's realistic eyes, and that always scares me because I think you shouldn't have that on a cartoon. It's a bit weird, but I was also pretty young as well. I was like 11.
No. I mean, I feel like I've seen stuff like that before.
The realistic eyes definitely gets you.
But the creepypasta ones, though, they were all, like, bloodshot, though. They were all red.
Yes. Bloody eyes, bleeding eyes. Bleeding eyes was the biggest thing in creepypastas. Bleeding eyes.
Blood.
Blood coming everywhere. Out of the eye socket.
Blood. If it was gory, it was scary.
Why the fuck are they bleeding out of their eyes? It makes no sense. Why are they doing that? Why is it scary? It's not fun. It's just blood on their eyes, man. It's not. I don't know. In every fucking who set that?
SpongeBob don't got blood. He's a sponge.
He's literally a fucking sponge.
But he had the eyes.
What? Okay. Who started that trend of the bleeding eyes? Do you think? Do you know who in particular? Could it have been Squidward Suicide?
I don't know. That's just the most iconic one. But I mean, realistically, I don't think you'd be able to trace that. It's like trying to find who started the scary faces in analog horror, or who started jump scares or whatever. Like Five Nights at Freddy's didn't originate the jump scare.
No, movies. There were jump scares in movies for eons. Even probably in the first horror movie ever, there was a jump scare.
It's just a, what would they call it?
What would they call it? What are you talking? What?
The eyes. It's like a.
I don't know.
A trope, right? Because it's like, it always happens.
Oh, no, that would be, yeah, it would be like a trope, yeah. It's a cliche, it's a trope. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
It's a big thing in horror. I've seen it more than once. But I can't count the amount of creepypastas that I've heard narrated or read that had the words, the phrase, and his eyes
hyper-realistic.
His eyes were bleeding red, or there was blood coming out of his eyes.
That was the word.
Hyper-realistic eyes. For some reason, he was hyper-realistic. Yes.
All the lost media, all the EXEs,
all of those had some sort of hyper-realistic or blood coming out of the eyes. They really just, nobody was creative at that point. And I remember one of the lost media ones. One of the ones that stuck with me was fucking, it was an Amazing World of Gumball one, and I can't remember it too much. I barely fucking remember it. like barely.
Every cartoon had one then. Huh?
But it was like okay, this guy was watching Adult Swim. He was like, "Fuck it, my parents are gone" or something, and I wanted to stay up and watch Adult Swim.
Want to watch King of the Hill?
That was the premise. He was like, "My parents are gone. I'm gonna stay up. It's the weekend, and I'm gonna watch Adult Swim, and fuck it, who cares?" And then eventually, I think one of these two things, I can't remember which one. In the middle of the night, it switches to the Amazing World of Gumball, and he's like, "Oh, what the hell?" It's like a secret special episode that he never seen before, I think it was middle of the night. Secret special fucking Gumball episode comes on. He's like, "Whoa, this is weird," and the episode goes like some I don't know. Gumball comes home and I think the whole family or his mother's crying, and he's like, "It sounded like real sobs. It wasn't fake sobs like usual. It sounded like a real woman crying in agony." It was like, it made sure to describe that. And I think it was about Darwin dying or something of that of that effect, and you get some sort of curse, and maybe the police. I don't know what the fuck happened after that, but it was another one of those things where it's just the same cliche, the same fucking thing every time for the lost media fucking creepypastas.
I think there was a creepypasta of Adult Swim. It was one of the bumpers, the famous Adult Swim bumpers.
Yeah,
but one of them was like spooky.
They're all kind of spooky. They're meant to like scare away children from watching the shows.
Yeah, but somebody, I mean, of course, one was a little too spooky, and then they made a creepypasta on it.
Was it actually a real bumper?
Yeah, I think so. I think it did air.
So it was a real bumper, and then somebody took that and made something more out of it.
I think so.
That happens a lot too with creepypastas. There's actually something that happened, or it's real, and people take it and spin it. Yeah, I mean, like, no idea is original. If you look at it,
everything's inspired by something.
Yes, no idea is absolutely original.
Because, I mean, even if you have a completely original idea, something inspired you to go into that direction, or, you know, something in your life.
So, yeah, it sparked that idea.
Yeah.
Got the idea spinning. They got the cogs spinning in the old brain.
You know, you could say that I'm making completely original music, but then that artist will be like, well, when I was growing up, I was listening to this artist.
Yeah,
and this artist,
you'll be like, oh,
really
I could hear that. I understand why. I can see where he's coming from. And usually, stuff like that, it goes in this like stages. Like, it starts with the person imitating who inspires them most, and then it goes to like, what is it? It's imitation, it's inspiration, imitation, innovation. That's what it is.
Then they
get inspired. Yeah, they get inspired by somebody's whatever the fuck it may be, whatever it is creatively, and they make something that's pretty much what they did. Like, it's pretty similar to what the other person did, and then they take that and use it as a foundation to make something new. Their own unique thing. But a lot of people quit before they get to the third step, and they just make that shit like fucking, kind of borderline parody of a fucking game.
They make whatever. Mario EXE is what they do.
Shit that's so similar to the source material, it's like laughable. It's like, oh my god, it sounds like I'm hearing or seeing the exact same thing, or hearing the exact same artist. I've had that happen. I'm like, wait, isn't this so and so? And it's like, no, it's not. I was like, oh shit, it sounds exactly like them.
It's not. I think a great example would be The Weeknd.
The Weeknd?
Oh yeah. I remember when I can't feel my face. I remember when that came out. With you. I was like, this guy sounds like he's really trying to be Michael Jackson. I remember thinking that. I was like, and throughout the song he goes.
Does he?
He does.
Okay.
But you know what? His music don't sound like that now.
No, it's much different. He's taking his own turn with it.
So I think that's,
It's just something that happens over time. If you're creative in any. In any area, in any walk of life, you're gonna evolve over time with what you do creatively. It just depends on how motivated you are to keep up with it and innovate it. Yeah. EXE game makers, fuck you.
Some people never innovate.
Some people.
Remember when React content just absolutely dominated YouTube?
It did.
In fact, there was the React channel. Where the React Bros, where they had the React,
the Warner Brothers,
and they tried to copyright the word react so that only they could react on YouTube.
That is just so fucking insane to think that that's gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, that ruined their whole channel. But remember they had like there was like the React channel and they had like kids react.
Yeah, kids react, elderly react.
Yeah, they'd have like kids react to like the Beatles and then elderly people would react to like
GTA 5.
Yeah, something stupid. Yeah,
one.
Fucking
kids react to
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I think that's probably one. I don't know.
Yeah, they fell off along with all the reaction channels.
Yeah, React. You remember? Fuck. What was his name? What the fuck was his name? He was annoying. He pretended to smoke a joint on. He was really annoying, and a lot of people hated him. He was a React YouTuber. He was a black dude. What was his name? I think iDubbbz made fun of him.
Oh, was that Jinx?
No, not Jinx. Well, he's one of them. Fuck Jinx. But there's another one.
I think that's the one iDubbbz made fun of.
It's on the tip of my tongue. He did make fun of him, but I think he also made fun of another guy.
Fucking, I don't know. Leafy's not black.
No.
Leafy was React content.
He was. He did the classic. He like pioneered the surf gameplay.
He wasn't even reacting. He would just play the video and then cut away to him playing like what was it like CS:GO?
Yeah, surf or Overwatch or
and like he'd be like, guys, this person is completely fucking dumb.
This guy's literally stupid.
This is so cringe. Like,
this guy's literally a middle-aged man. Bullying teenagers, bullying little kids. This guy's literally. He said literally a lot, and he said it like that. Literally. Yeah, he was annoying. And then the no chin thing happened. Content cop, he got fucking rammed.
Bro,
boom.
I wish iDubbbz hadn't fallen off.
And then iDubbbz fell off after he became a cuck.
Because content cop was the shit.
It was. Every time he dropped a content cop, it was a fucking bomb.
When Rice Gum content cop dropped, dude, that shit's not even on YouTube anymore.
The diss track. It killed him so hard. It fucking it just blew him off the face of the earth.
I don't know when y'all are watching this, but right now, the Kendrick and Drake disses are what people are talking about, bro. When the Rice Gum diss track dropped from iDubbbz, of all people...
Dude, everybody lost their shit.
Bro, I wish I could, like, experience that again. Because
it's been so long.
The thing is, now you look back on it, Rice Gum obviously fell off, but to know what happened to iDubbbz, like, it's just a shame.
Well, that's just sad, yeah.
Because the thing is, iDubbbz is at a point now where the old iDubbbz would have made a content cop on him.
Yes, and that's sad. That's really sad. They got him back on Cold Ones recently, and I don't even know if I'll watch the episode.
Cold One, but yeah, iDubbbz. It's like that Batman quote that everybody likes to use on the internet to be edgy. You know, it's you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And he lived long enough.
He did.
So did all these YouTubers. You know, like we discussed earlier.
Fucking pedophiles. Yeah, I'm surprised iDubbbz hasn't ended up being accused of something.
Well, yet. I'm gonna say yet. He's not one to be trusted,
no.
I feel like.
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the other two on Cold Ones.
You know, he could have been fine if he got exposed, like, because, you know...
It's because his girlfriend had OnlyFans.
OnlyFans is more normal now, and I think I wouldn't want my significant other to be, you know, just going spread eagle on the internet for all to see. I wouldn't want that, but...
I guess money talks.
If he liked the money and he truly loved his girlfriend at the time, he should have just fucking just shrugged it off and not made a video. If he didn't make a video, he would probably be fine. Probably. There's other stuff that he's done though, right? Didn't he do something with the boxing event? Didn't he like say he was gonna donate and didn't donate all of it or something? There's something he did. I don't.
There was pre-mustache era, and then there was mustache era.
Yes. This is all shit that I actually don't know. It's all hazy. All I know is that he's a cuckold, and he made a poor response video, making him a laughingstock, which basically just removed all his credibility with that one video.
Bro, when I was in middle school, bro, 2016, 17, 18, like. iDubbbz, Filthy Frank.
Take me back. Anything for views. Max Mofo.
How to Basic.
H3, fucking
H3
making those React videos that were fuego. They were great, man.
The only one that was kind of like How to Basic was the same thing every time. Like at least in his videos, like because he would just throw eggs at shit. But when he would be like the cameraman for like the videos where the whole group got together and stuff, and then occasionally he would like throw an egg or something. That was kind of funny. But like the videos where he was like making a cake and then it just turned into him wasting a bunch of food.
Well, that was how all his videos were.
Yeah.
I first watched his video and I thought it was like everybody else. The reason why he got popular is because I thought it was just a normal video, and I was like, "What the freak is this, dude?" And I was a little kid, so I thought it was hilarious, and I watched like all his videos. Yeah. But they're pretty boring.
They either fell off or Cold Ones is good.
Cold Ones is actually very good. 2 thumbs up.
Cold
I still
Ones
love
is
Cold
good.
Ones. They're thriving.
Joji's pretty cool.
Joji's making decent music. It's not shit. You know, he made a
not
good
terrible.
I applaud him for making the leap, and he's doing Plum Corp now with fucking. He's going back to the skits and everything. So that's cool.
He's doing that. He's like, it's like a.
The only one who's not doing fine is iDubbbz.
Well, I don't know. I mean, H3.
Oh, in H3.
His podcast.
But I'm talking about that group more so. Is that in that group?
He occasionally showed. He wasn't as like.
iDubbbz is probably the only one that's doing pretty
iDubbbz is doing probably the worst.
Is Maximofo Anything for Views popping off with their Cold Ones? They're
doing fine.
They're doing great. Yeah, Joji's, merch out the ass, cool shirts. They're fine. They got money.
Joji, he's doing the best out of all of them, but that's because he was like, okay, I'm done with YouTube, and then he left, and then he went and did his own thing.
And it was crazy. He was so disconnected from the YouTube stuff. It was so far behind him that he had fans that didn't even know he did the YouTube stuff.
Oh yeah, no. People show up to like the Joji concerts wearing like the pink outfits, and there's people there that go like, "What the fuck is that guy doing?" Yeah, they just don't get it.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think about. That there's
how could you not know about Filthy Frank? For Christ's sake, he started the Harlem Shake.
It's so old though.
It is old.
All right, you got to think that people who were born in 2010 are freshmen now. They're 14.
Are they serious? Are you serious?
It's 2024. They're 14.
Oh my
people
god, yeah.
Born in 2010, and I mean, Filthy
Frank.
Frank.
God, that's crazy to me.
All right, Filthy Frank's old. He left in like 2018 or so.
Yeah, he's not young. He's definitely in his mid-30s.
He's been gone for a while. So, like, yeah, it's not shocking that, if he's not been doing it for that long, if you had no idea who Filthy Frank was, and then, while on Spotify or something, a random Joji song comes on and you go, hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're not going to know who that is.
I still remember there was a stream clip a long time ago, back when Cold Ones was pretty fucking new, like really, really new. And it was a clip of Maximofo and Anything for Views. And they were listening to, I think, A Glimpse of Us. I want to say A Glimpse of Us.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
I want to say it was A Glimpse of Us.
I thought it was Sanctuary.
Was it Sanctuary?
I think so.
It was one of those songs. One of his songs. It was a new release. It was a new release at the time.
Actually,
I think it was.
Was it old enough to be like?
I think it was Glimpse of Us.
Slow Dancing in the Dark.
No, it wasn't Slow Dancing in the Dark.
Or is that too old?
That's too old. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was Glimpse of Us, because that was new.
That's newer though.
It's newer. Maybe it wasn't when they first started, but anyway, don't fucking matter. They watched it and they started crying on stream. They're like, "Damn, this shit's good. Damn," and they were drunk as hell.
Well, I mean, you know what?
Because it is.
If somebody who I was, making videos with and like, because I mean, I imagine that they
they're
didn't
great
just
friends.
make videos.
Sure.
They were like friends.
They still are.
I
want to say they've
except for iDubbbz.
Well,
I don't think they talked to him as much.
No, they do. They just made a video with him.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch. But
I didn't think they would do it either.
If they were making all them videos back in the day, and then all of a sudden one of them says, "All right, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go make music," and then like his music turns out to be like really good. I mean, I don't know if they were crying because the song was sad, or if they were just like proud of their boy.
Probably proud of their boy.
They were proud of their boy.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's probably the best. This is the best, most easiest way to go about it is building a fan base. Doing something funny or whatever, something you probably loved at one point and for a time, and then eventually you grow tired of it, and you got a fan base. All you got to do is transfer over smoothly. Yeah, that's the only issue.
That's the thing. Well, some of them are going to be like...
A lot of them are going to be like, this is soy music. I don't like this shit. He quit. He's not
quit on us.
He's not a funny guy anymore. I'm out, bitch.
And I mean, I was
sad.
Interested. I mean, I was interested in the job. I checked it out.
I was sad to see him go. I was sad to see him go, but I was like, this music is not bad.
No. It's alright.
I still remember hearing...
Ballads? One? Okay, I'll check it out.
It's like a glimpse of us.
I'll check it out.
popular as hell. Slow Dancing in the Dark, when I heard it for the first time, I didn't know it was Joji. And I was like, what the hell, that's Joji?
I remember watching the video and being like, is that Filthy Frank?
I was like, that's Filthy fucking
Bro,
Frank.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah, that's
Is
Filthy
that Filthy Frank?
It all started
Why
with
the fuck he got the goat shit on the
It all
bottom?
started with,
He got them goat legs.
what was it? What was the ramen song? It all started with, I still masturbate while eating top ramen at a faster rate.
Something like that.
The Pink album.
Shut the fuck up.
It all started with that, I feel like.
That was like, he was still doing Filthy Frank though, because that was like joke music. But then he was like, I want to make serious
He was
music.
like, this is kind of fucking awesome. Hold on.
I want serious music.
Dude, that's the same thing I did. I was making a joke album, and then I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to actually do a real album, and now I'm here.
I remember the joke album.
Joke album. I remember I never finished it. I made one song that was like loosely a joke, and the rest of them I went serious with, and they were shit, and then all that fizzled out, and now I'm here. But whatever. It started with a joke, though. It really. I mean,
A lot of things start with a joke.
You're
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
You get into something you're a little curious about, and you're like, this is pretty cool. You know, I'm gonna just have fun with it, and you're like, I actually really like this thing.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Everything I've been doing, it was supposed to start out as a joke.
And then it's like, this is better than a joke.
Some things have gotten a little too serious. But I mean,
it's crazy how certain things can start in a joke. You can fucking start your life based on a joke. I don't know. You could probably start a career based on a joke.
How many lives do you think have started based off a joke? Wouldn't it be funny if we had sex right now, right here, like out of all places? Like that should be funny as fuck. Guess what? He didn't pull out. Somebody's life just started based off of a joke.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That is very literal, but yes.
Think of all the people that have lived. 8 billion people on Earth right now. Then all the people who have died. You tell me that's not been
not
one person's origin story.
Somebody made a joke.
Got laid
from the joke. It was like score, didn't pull out. Then it was like not score, and it was a life started because of a joke. That's actually fair. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. That could happen.
God, I hope that don't happen to me. What do I even mean by that? Well, first of all, it didn't happen to me, and my life did not start out because of a joke. But I'm hoping that it does not happen to me in the future, as in.
Your life could still you can still start a career as a joke.
I have any accidents.
That would be the worst thing in the world, because then you gotta have a kid, and you probably would still love it, right? Because it's your kid, but it's like deep in the back of your mind, you're like, damn, it was not planned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
It would be a little sad, but you never tell him. There's no way.
Oh no, definitely tell him.
Couldn't. You say definitely tell him?
I mean, you don't want to lie to the kid and be like, we planned to have you, like.
But then, how would that make the kid feel? Especially once they start to get understanding things. You know, you were not planned particularly, but then they
guess
go,
what? Hey, guess what? You want to know an origin story?
What?
I broke through the condom.
Damn, you fucking.
Yeah, I did. I broke through the condom.
Shit. Fucking. You fucking ravenous from the start.
Not that they weren't planning on having children. They wanted to get married first and then have children.
Oh shit. So you're telling me you came out and grabbed the thing forcefully?
Yeah.
And just tore it.
One little cell tore that whole like rubber up, and yeah.
Fucking tore it up, like right in half. Strength of 1,000.
I mean, I've been taking W's all my life. I mean, that was first thing I did was win that race.
Hell yeah. You started off with a win. I mean, you think about that. You get the lowest point. You get to the lowest point you'll ever get. You can always remember that you started off with a win.
You won.
You did win at least once.
You beat millions upon billions of other cells.
That's actually a crazy race to win. That's a huge
That's a
race.
1 in a million, 1 in a billion. That's a crazy race to win. And you know what? It was unintentional. You didn't even know you was winning that race.
But you did.
But you won.
That's because you got that dog in you.
You did it.
You got that dog in your nature. You got that monster, that beast.
Sometimes you win, but then your parents abort you anyways.
Oof. Now that's what we call fucked up.
Or you get miscarried.
That's what you call choking. You almost win, but then you choke. It happens. You know, you choke sometimes.
Yeah.
Then you just come back and do it again. You win the second time around.
Well, it's not the same.
It's not. You're not the exact same person.
No.
You're not the same person.
No.
But then that person, if they win.
Although, if you were a set of twins or something, now you gotta, you tied. You didn't win.
Yeah, you did tie, and there was no way there was no like line across, and you both got in there at the same time.
Just both tied.
So it's like, well, there's nothing we can really do. I guess we just have to. This is what's gonna happen. And in that case, you started your life off with a tie, still not a loss. Could be worse.
Imagine you're a pregnant woman, and you got to carry around 2 of those things.
2 of those things.
Or 3 of those things. Fuck, 4 of those things.
I would be probably hungry all the time. I'd be eating a million things.
Fuck hungry. I need some back medication.
Yes, that too. I didn't think about that. Probably be laying in bed most of the time or in a recliner.
I'm fucked up.
I'm gonna be fucked up.
I mean, 1 is enough. You see how big, you know when somebody's pregnant when they got 1. Imagine having multiple of those things in there.
Fucking fat elder and that's.
Bro, I mean. Some like older than middle-aged dads are gonna have some competition. That's all I'm saying. Some beer bellies are gonna be put up for it ain't gonna be the same.
Yeah, middle-aged dads won't know what hit them. I'm glad I don't have. I'm glad that how I'm made up allows me to never have children. I mean, like, birth children. I didn't mean, like, I don't have...
I was about to say, what? Are you, like...
no, I'm not infertile.
Like infertile?
No.
How'd you find that out?
I'm infertile. It's not the case. I meant, like, I'm not able to birth children, and that's good, because I don't ever want to have to fucking deal with that shit, man.
But you can get somebody pregnant.
Yes. Yes, I can.
And you can leave.
Yes, I could also do that.
This is
I could say,
up.
hey, I'm gonna run down. Do you need anything? I'm gonna go grab some milk.
Don't do that.
You know, I'm just gonna go run right 2 seconds, grab some milk. You want anything? You say Snickers? Be right back.
If you made a mistake, you gotta live with your mistakes. For 18 years, you gotta live with that mistake.
And then you go, finally, I've been waiting for so long. All right, kids,
that
see
kid
ya.
graduates, and you go,
yeah! You're like, oh!
Let's go.
They get home, like, 18th birthday, you're fucking...
Guess what? That kid's a lazy fuck just like you.
18th
so that
birthday,
kid ain't moving out.
Exactly.
You're stuck with that kid for a couple more years, at least.
Catch me coming down the stairs with 2 luggage bags packed and a pipe in my mouth saying, well, son, you made it 18 years. Happy birthday. Here's $20 cash and a pack of cigarettes. I'm going to hit the old dusty trail, and then I'm going to get out of there. Nah, that's what I'm going to do, because he's 18. He can take care of himself.
Hand the kid a stick and a handkerchief.
Yes. That's all he needs.
He'll figure it out.
That's all he needs. That's what the settlers did, okay?
Yeah. And they died of diseases.
They did. They did. On the fucking Oregon Trail.
I'm here all day.
We're here all day, all night. This is the official.
Jamie doesn't get to leave.
Yeah, Jamie never gets to fucking leave. He's locked in here. We stole him. And he's locked in here forever. For the foreseeable future. Until further notice. Okay? And he doesn't get paid. He gets paid in food every day. Once a day.
It's feeding time.
Sure is.
Ew. If I had to eat the food that Jamie has to eat, bro, I'd be sick to my stomach. I'll tell you what.
Sick to my stomach.
Alright, I'll tell you what. If I had to eat that food, bro,
I'd be blowing chunks on the daily.
Fuck.
I wouldn't even be eating.
I wouldn't. Nah, I'd starve myself. I'd start eating my own fingers.
Jamie, throw a picture up on screen of what you eat. See, it's obviously... look at this shit. It's fucking gross. Like, I couldn't imagine eating that a day in my fucking life, man. I'm sticking to, low fat, low carb diet, trying to cut some pounds recently. So I'm eating pretty good. But not Jamie. Not Jamie. Anyway,
this is all a joke, guys.
This is all a joke.
Jamie actually eats really good.
Yeah, he eats twice a day, breakfast and dinner.
Yeah,
and they're not pig slop. Throw up a real image on screen of what he actually eats.
Jamie.
Jamie, go ahead and throw up what you actually eat. All right, Jamie, throw up what you actually eat. Good, isn't it?
Delicious.
Yes, so good.
Yummy.
Very nice. Very good.
If I had to eat that every day,
I'd be joyous.
I'd be
one swell happy camper, and I'd be obese.
Fat. I wouldn't be able to stop myself. I wouldn't be able to like
control myself.
Yeah, nah. I'd develop like the whale eating disorder.
I've never seen that movie. I just saw Brendan Fraser in
and
a
he
fat
was
suit.
really fat.
I saw Brendan Fraser's comeback was in a fat suit, and I was like, I'm good. I'm alright.
I didn't watch the movie either, but
it's an A24 film though. It's probably good.
It is. Yeah, I heard that it was really good. He won an Oscar, Best Actor.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he did.
I didn't see that.
That's good for him.
Good job, Brendan Fraser.
It. He's somebody.
He now outlived the classic crying image. He's now he's a real actor.
He's one of them Hollywood. I feel like you can trust him. I don't think he'd be like a bad person.
No,
I feel like you can trust him.
Probably trust that guy. I wouldn't trust him in my life, but I trust him to like handle my taxes. That's a solid amount of trust. That's like a moderate amount of trust.
I mean, I thought a babysit, you know.
Yeah, that's like a good yeah. You gotta have some decent trust there, but you can't have like so much trust to the point where
I trust him to cook my food without poisoning it.
I wouldn't trust him with my life.
I mean, yeah, if it's like life or death, and
no
like
way.
I trust him to save my life. Like I wouldn't trust him because I know on my side of things, if I had to save Brendan Fraser in a life or death situation, I'm selfish and I would.
Well, I don't know Brendan Fraser, so fuck it.
I'm not taking the time to risk my life to save you when I know that I can just run and live.
And you're just some random dude that I've seen occasionally in movies that, you know, are
but
3
it's
stars.
Brendan Fraser, okay? Like, if he did die, that would be sad.
It would be a tragedy. People would be like, damn, he's really dead.
It's gonna happen someday.
Yeah.
We all go one day.
We do.
You know what was sad was when Betty White died.
That was fucked up.
Betty White, bro.
Such a sweet old lady.
The world did not let her reach 100. That pisses me off.
God did not want her to live.
All right, Betty White should have made 100. The Queen should have made 100.
The Queen didn't make 100, really.
Nope.
No, she didn't.
She was 90s. 90s.
Wow. She looked like she was in her.
I mean, yeah, when you reach that old. I mean, Betty White didn't.
How do you even get that old? Holy shit.
I don't know.
You know?
I don't. That's the thing.
I'm expecting to live till like 60, 70. 70. We'll say 70.
You don't want to, nobody wants, well, actually, I can't say nobody wants to die, but,
nobody also, I don't think anybody really truly wants to live till they're 90 either.
The thing is, I don't want to die right now.
No.
But, like, picturing the thing is, I don't imagine, I'm not going to be able to move around.
I don't want to be fucking bedridden and weak and sick at all wakes of life. I just want to fucking at all waking moments. I'd rather just be dead at this point.
It's not like the Queen. I mean, the Queen died of natural causes, but the thing is, like, she walked slower than I walked. She talked slower than I talked.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the same person I am now. I'm gonna be much more older and weaker and not able to do the same things that I won't be able to eat the same food that I eat now because I'll be
higher cholesterol,
diabetic, something.
Your systems get a little worse.
Yeah,
slow down.
I'm gonna need some sort of body part that's
activity.
Some body part's gonna need transferred because it's failing me. Because
you're bound to get some sort of sickness, disease, some major.
Do I really want to reach that point where it's like disease, I'm a fucking vegetable?
Life. Yeah, it's just like no, your mind's playing tricks on you. You're going senile. You're getting old.
And even in the rare case where you look,
my family has Alzheimer's too, so that's even scarier.
Fuck. Yeah. Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah,
I hate that.
It's rough.
Don't get me started on that. If there was,
scary.
I mean,
I've seen it firsthand.
Everybody is talking about the cure for cancer. I don't give a fuck about cancer. I want to find the cure for Alzheimer's first.
Dementia and Alzheimer's are very fucking scary.
Because, I mean, cancer kills you too. But the thing is, if you're terminally ill with cancer, you can have that last day of your life where you can,
at least you're
quote unquote, say goodbye to your family.
You're fully conscious as as well as that's gonna.
And I'm not saying that I don't
weak,
give a fuck
sick.
about people with cancer because you can't say that.
No, because
cancer's very serious,
very horrible.
Yeah,
bad.
Yeah.
No good.
I've had people in my family die of cancer. I feel like everybody's had at least one person die. It's so common. There's so many different cancers.
It's pretty natural
that
actually.
Somebody's had to gone out from one of the cancers in your family at some point.
Yeah.
But when you're terminally ill with like Alzheimer's, the last day when your family says goodbye to you, you're like, who the fuck are you?
You don't even know what's going on at the point.
No, at that point, you don't even recognize that people are people. You don't know what they are.
I got to bring it back to internet culture here. Everywhere at the end of time. Everywhere by the caretaker.
One of the most devastating things I've ever heard in my life.
Genuinely, like, gut wrenching and soul snatching experience. You get really
one of the worst things.
Scary. It's very scary, very sad, very depressing, and very thought provoking. And it really draws the emotions out of you.
Also, probably one of the most important pieces of media in the modern day.
Yes, age. Great album. If that's how dementia it feels,
I mean,
then I don't know. I feel so hopeless and scary.
I remember the day I decided, like, because I remember I knew it was like 6.5 hours, and I knew that I had to, I
watched it in parts. I listened to it in parts.
I didn't listen to it in parts.
I couldn't sit there for 6 hours.
No,
I sat there for like 2.5. That was like how long I watched.
Because I like, one of my favorite artists groups is Pink Floyd,
and they love their 10-minute songs.
Lord knows, if you tell people that you listened to that album in parts and you didn't listen to it in full,
they get pissed.
They'll kill you. So I, since I listen to that stuff and I know, like, oh well, you're supposed to listen to the album in one sitting or whatever. I remember it was like some random ass day in summer. I don't remember how long ago it was, but it was a summer day where, like, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
And, like, I had 6.5 hours where I could, like, sit there, and I remember, like, it was, like, daytime when I started it, and, like, by the end, it was, like, nighttime outside, and, like, I was just, like, sitting there, and, I mean, that shit had me, like, fucked up.
It does. It really gets you when you least expect it. It's not even. It's the piece of music that evokes the thoughts and the thinking and the memories. It jogs things and it makes you. It really makes you think. It's more. It's not the music itself. It's the idea around it and the way it's done and how it sounds. It just kind of, I don't know. It gets you. It awakens something in you.
Yeah.
That you just can't stop until you turn it off.
I remember one of the worst parts was not even during, like, the really bad sections.
No.
One of the worst parts was...
I wonder if you'll say the same thing as I'm thinking.
I don't know if I'll say the same thing. One of the worst parts was in the third section.
No shit. No shit. Okay, yeah.
The third section. There's two moments I'm thinking of, but one of them was because everything he uses, like, old songs.
Oh, he does? I thought he made it sound like that.
He samples, like, old, like,
ballroom music and stuff. I didn't know there was sampling involved in that, actually.
And yeah, like, you can go listen to all the original songs.
Oh, that's cool.
Which I guess also it adds to, like, the fact that it's, like, supposed to be some old person who can't remember, like, what the songs sound like or something like that. But there was one song that I had actually heard, like, beforehand.
Oh.
I had heard, like, the original sample beforehand, so, like, when it started playing, and I kind of recognized it.
It probably really got, like, you.
That fucked with me so bad, because I was like, I swear I've heard this before, and it was like, but I can't remember what it was, and, like, that genuinely fucked with me.
That would fuck me up, man.
Yeah, no, that fucked, and that was, like, before it, like, was supposed to get bad, because the first three are, like, the normal ones.
That's when it was the worst for me, was when it was into that section where it started to sort of get to the more ambient, just,
also the
abyss sound.
The first track on the third part was, like, stuck in my head for weeks.
Was it really?
It was like a fucking nightmare.
Jesus Christ.
That song, I fucking hated that song.
Man.
Like, the way it just, like, the way it sounded, like, it just, like, found a spot in, like, my mind, and it was like, it's like an image you can't get out of your head.
It'd be a good idea to go back and re-listen, because it's been, I think I listened to it last year. It's been a long time.
That's one of those things that I don't ever plan on going back and listening to.
Yeah, it's kind of like a one-time thing. That. It's a good thing to go through. It's like an experience.
I wonder what part were you talking about?
Yeah, man, it's hazy, but it was like, it was more earlier on that got me, rather than later on where it was all crazy. in the earlier sections, there's something about it, how I was like starting to, when the deterioration started to become more noticeable is when I think it started to get me, because I just started to think, and then I started to think about some family members, and then I started to think about, maybe my childhood, and I started to think, and then it just branches and branches, and then it started to get me.
Fuck it up.
It started to get me.
There's no history of.
You start to get existential. It's all fucked, man. It's fucked up.
One family member of mine, a great grandpa on my mother's side, is the only person in the family at all to die of Alzheimer's or dementia or something. Like, it doesn't run in the family. It was just like a one-off. This guy got it. So, like, I'm not in a place where it's like I'm worried about getting it. So, like, I didn't have that experience while listening to it. But I imagine, like, if I did have, like, somebody who I, like, knew. Because I'm not going to lie, I barely knew the guy.
Yeah.
He was,
Well, yeah.
I was young when he died.
Yeah.
He was a great grandfather.
I had the same. It was like almost the exact same thing, except it was a great grandmother. Same exact thing. But, like, barely knew, didn't know, barely.
If that shit, like, ran in the family, like, especially if you listen to that shit and, like, your current grandmother or grandfather is, like, has, like, that shit.
That would be bad. I wouldn't do it then. I would let that wound heal up before going ahead and doing that, or do it before.
Creepypastas don't have shit on everywhere at the end of the time.
No,
that shit was real. That shit was real.
Real horror.
Because that's based off a true story.
Yeah, shit, it is based off a true story. Based on true events.
Sonic.exe can't touch that shit.
No, it can't. It was not based on true events.
No.
Nor would that ever happen, because fucking ghosts aren't real.
I wish.
Fuck with me, Casper.
I wish.
Bitch.
Could you imagine if, like, you had the option to become a ghost when you died? Like, you're in the afterlife.
You die. It's like it goes black. You get a little, like, option box. Become ghost.
Yeah,
yes,
like,
no.
What if the afterlife is like every single theory is real, and you get to, like, choose. Like, you could choose to become a ghost. You could choose to go to heaven.
So what you're saying is you could choose to go to heaven, hell.
Well, actually, you don't get to choose whether you get to go to hell.
Oh, so you just pick your specific. You're saying it's like a.
It's true heaven. It's getting to choose your.
It's like a choose your own adventure thing. After you die.
If it's heaven and you can have whatever you want, then you get to choose your afterlife, and you get to choose what your eternal peace is.
Okay, I see where you're going with that.
And you know what? If you get tired of being a ghost, guess what? We get to go do something else, because fuck it.
If that's the case, I would actually. If that's the case, I'd be excited about being dead. I don't know if that's the case though. I would.
No, me personally. If you ask me personally, until proven otherwise.
That's what you believe.
I mean, yeah, because we don't. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. There's no way to know.
I think of it, and I don't want to hate on no religion or nothing, but we talk about we die and go to heaven.
Yes.
But we are as much a living species on this planet as
animals.
An ant.
Yes, or bugs. Or
so
anything.
Do ants get to go to heaven when they die?
Yeah, and nobody really talks about that.
No.
Ants don't go to fucking heaven.
The only time we talk about that is when our cats and dogs die and go over the rainbow bridge in the sky. Alright, that's just what we tell our kids, not to upset them, because
they go to the farm, stuff like that.
Yeah, they go to the farm.
Same exact idea.
But, like, billions of species have lived and died on this planet. Mm-hmm. We are another one of those species.
Yes. And we're going to live.
Do we get to go to heaven? But
why do we deserve
none of the other species?
Why do we deserve heaven and an afterlife because we have consciousness? Is that why we deserve it, or is it because of consciousnness that we created these things to make the uneasiness of death?
God is pretty fucked up for only letting humans get into heaven, because you know what?
He's gatekeeping. He's gatekeeping. Yeah. Literally. That's fucked up.
He's keeping the gates of heaven closed.
He's literally gatekeeping. That's fucked up.
Like, and I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, obviously ants are very insignificant, but does the fly that you just killed with the fly swatter get to go to heaven?
Isn't there a certain religion that believes that? Doesn't Hinduism believe that animal? You get reincarnated.
Now that's another option that you get. You get to choose whether you want to be reincarnated. But you risk it though, because the thing is, you don't get to choose.
You're rolling the
you don't get
dice.
to choose what you got. You get reincarnated, and isn't it like, instead of heaven and hell, if you did good, you get reincarnated like back. You get to like be a human again or something. But if you were like bad, now you're just like
fucking rock.
You got reincarnated into like a fucking like snail.
Yeah, fucking worm in the ground.
But the question is, if you were a good snail, do you get to go back to human?
True. That's what I've thought about. How long does the reincarnation cycle go? And are you conscious? I think if reincarnation was real, it would have already been proven by now because, well, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it can't be proven because your consciousness gets zapped into these creatures as well as.
I mean, it would have to because the thing is, if you were a good human and you get reincarnated as a human, you don't remember your past life.
Yeah.
So I feel like your consciousness you do get wiped.
See, I could be.
You get the Men in Black, like
yeah.
I could have been one of those.
I could have been somebody else. Who knows?
I could have been JFK.
Fuck it. Could have been. Could have been. There's nothing telling.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
I could have been, John Wick's dog.
Yeah, exactly. And you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. You wouldn't.
And I'm talking about the dog that acted in the movies. Obviously, they didn't kill the dog, and the movie's fake.
I would hope not.
No.
Maybe they wanted to get it real. So
but that movie's kind of old, so I'm not sure how long that dog lived.
He's probably still alive.
Well, I hope so.
Don't we all?
Not everybody.
No, yeah,
there's a community of people that hate dogs.
There's also a community, very, very dedicated community that hate monkeys. You ever see that?
Are we sure that's not just racists?
No, I just mean it might be it might have roots in racism, but they genuinely hate monkeys with a passion.
That something like racists called like black people monkeys? Because
yes, they do. They do that. But I just mean like
such a weird thing to do.
The animal itself they hated, and I don't know. There's a YouTube playlist dedicated to it, and I remember without
monkey. Wait, nah. Yeah. I know exactly, bro.
Me and my brother stumbled onto this playlist while just looking for funny monkey videos. We stumbled on this playlist, and we were like, "Holy shit, this is like insane!" It was like a bunch of videos of monkeys getting killed or hurt or hit. And it was like people in the comments like, "Good thing this guy's dead." I remember me and my brother.
Fuck that monkey.
Yes, it was exactly like that. And me and my brother would see that, and we were like, "Holy shit, what the fuck's going on? Why do these people hate the monkey so much?" And then later on, it got covered. People started noticing it, and they made videos on it.
Remember, there was a YouTube channel of this guy. He would hurt like kittens. Like there was like a famous thing where like he he would just like do really bad shit to like kittens. Yes. And then he like eventually led to him like killing like a person.
Yes.
Like he ended up killing somebody.
Yeah, I know exactly. I know. I've heard of that. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Didn't he have it on video too of him hurting the kittens? Didn't he abuse them on video?
He uploaded videos of him like literally like killing cats.
Okay, I thought so. I thought it was killing. I didn't know if it was abuse or killing.
Oh no, like well the thing is it's like abuse, but like he'd fuck them up so bad that they die.
Yeah.
Which is
I mean I'm glad I never got to see those
one of the worst
videos.
I mean worse than all the that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. I mean we were talking about YouTubers being pedophiles, and that's really
bad, but that's also that's like on the same level of bad.
But I mean
it's like on the same exact level.
Shit, I don't know.
Killing animals for pleasure is
kittens are more defenseless than kids.
Yes, very much.
Though they aren't as intelligent.
I put it on the same level of severity of that crime. It's really both things are really really bad and sadistic and sick.
Like if you're like
I couldn't even like it's like comparing. There's a saying for it. It's like comparing fucking a kilogram of feathers and a kilogram of steel. All right, they're both a fucking kilogram. Okay.
Fuck you talk.
I don't even fucking know. I'm trying to make an analogy and I can't.
Steel's heavier than feathers, dumbass.
Listen, man. I'm telling you, they're both a kilogram, so they're the exact same weight.
But steel is heavier than feathers.
No. And if you have a bag of feathers, right, that weighs the same. That weighs the same amount of weight as a kilogram of lead, let's say. Instead of steel.
I guarantee you.
They weigh the fucking same because they're both on the scale. They both come up to a kilogram. How is a kilogram of steel heavier?
The steel is heavier than feathers, dumbass.
You might have a point. Hold on.
You know what? Fuck. Move on. Move on.
You sure? You sure you want to move on? That's a decent debate. Steel might be heavier. A kilogram of steel.
No point in arguing with somebody that's already too far gone.
I think they're the same, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting it wrong. We'd have to ask fucking like Neil deGrasse Tyson or some shit. I don't know.
Jamie,
pull
up a kilogram of steel
and a kilogram of
feathers. Then pull up a kilogram of feathers.
And then based on how they look, can you tell me which one you think is heavier?
Oh, you can tell based on how it looks. I mean, come on.
Yeah, steel definitely probably. Yeah, steel would look heavier. Steel does look heavier.
It's fucking steel. Alright.
Okay, how's it?
It's heavier, you know, it's made out of more, you know? It's like balls of steel. Nobody says they got balls of feathers.
Yeah, it sounds like pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feathers, that's what they make like the pillows out of.
Yeah.
How heavy is your pillow? Imagine if your pillow was made out of steel. You know how fucking heavy that bitch would be.
Kill somebody. You pillow fight? Fucking pillow fight to the death. Pillow gladiator.
You are done. Alright, you. Boom!
Yeah, it fucking shakes your. You know what I'm saying? It's like a baseball bat.
You got the fucking point coming out of you like you're a goddamn cartoon.
Boom.
Fucking.
And then they go.
You got like the fucking birds flying around you.
Cuckoo. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking Looney Tune having that.
Yeah, swear to God. Swear to God.
Hell no. That's why they make them out of feathers.
Yeah. So nobody hurts themselves.
Well, you could still, if you boom hard enough.
You'd be like, oh, fuck.
You'd be like, damn,
pop somebody's ear, maybe.
Yeah.
Because if you know, fuck you up, get whiplash, you know? You can sneak a couple rocks in there.
Yeah.
It's a good idea for a pillow fight. Get the upper hand by doing that.
Did they ever make any Minecraft creepypastas?
Herobrine.
Shit, was he a creepypasta?
I want to say either yeah. I feel like to an extent, yeah. Because like there's like a story. There's a whole big story. There's a big story about how he invaded the game, and then there was an image that came up just like every other.
He wasn't like EXE though. He's more of like an urban myth.
No, yeah, like an urban legend in the Minecraft.
Thing is, I guess if it's a video game, he's a creepypasta.
But people made stories about it.
Oh well, definitely, yeah.
I guess the best way to describe it would be. Well, because it's obviously fucking fictional. It never existed to begin with. So it's not an urban legend.
Don't ruin it for me.
Okay, sorry.
I wanted him to be real so bad.
I guess Steve exists.
Don't understand.
Steve exists, which means that Herobrine could probably exist.
Steve, in Minecraft, you know what you can do? Because, they've updated the game so much. You can go in there, go onto the Steve skin, and you can change the color of the eyes.
That's all you gotta do.
And you can become Herobrine.
You can become the man himself and scare children all around the world.
You know how I know that?
How do you know that?
Because I did that like years ago.
Holy shit. There's no way.
I did. Because I was like,
beating the system.
I can make Herobrine. I can be Herobrine.
Should have made a YouTube tutorial on how to become Herobrine 2016. Whatever year it was, 2018.
Bro, you don't understand how badly I wanted him to be real. I wanted him to show up in my world so bad. Every single video, how to get Herobrine in your world, I would, name the world Herobrine. I'd type Herobrine in the seed, even though they were only number. Even though you would type Herobrine in the seed, but then when you go back, it was numbers because you couldn't put Herobrine in the seed, but they would tell you to, and then you'd, find the cave at the, exact like coordinates that they would tell you to go to, and then you'd build
the little.
The nether rack and like gold
with the torches,
and then you'd play the cursed. You'd play Disc 11.
Disc 11.
Yeah, you'd use the like redstone torches.
Oh shit!
And
it's getting heavy.
The disc. You play Disc 11. You'd you'd have to do it at night too. And like I remember there's this one tutorial where like you went into one of those like orange sand biomes, and like there was this mountain that was supposed to have this whole like he went in there, and like there was this whole Herobrine like hideout, like he had his whole like fucking like base in there. Shit, you go in that cave, fucking nothing. It's just it's a bunch of bullshit.
It's so easy to fake, man. I remember I watched one of those tutorials back when I had the Xbox 360 edition. And the tutorial was just bare bones.
That's what I was using.
Yeah, start the world and just put this here. It was literally like,
okay, guys, start the world, and then you're gonna want to build this. What do they call? You're gonna want to build this shrine. Just like this, with gold and netherrack. And I was like, oh my god, it's gonna work. And he's like, once you place this torch, Herobrine will spawn somewhere in your world. You gotta, and then that was
and then he's just supposed to get you at some point.
That's a good way to. That's a better way to do it.
I guess, yeah, to say that he is now then, like in your world.
Because then you'd be scared. You'd be like, oh shit, wait, is he? Because there's no way to prove he's really not.
Yeah.
You know, the world's so goddamn big.
You know who would piss me off though? Those people, they'd build the shrine, they'd light the torches or whatever, and then like they'd get like one of their friends to get the Herobrine skin,
you
and
just
then
put
like
a skin on because you could.
And then like the second half of the video would be them running from like Herobrine,
and all the little kids played on the Xbox 360.
Like, oh my god!
They don't even know
They don't
even know you can play Minecraft on the computer. So they're like, holy shit, this is crazy. They don't know what a skin is. Okay.
They don't know. What
they're like, this is real. This is happening.
360. They don't know what the hell. Like they didn't know that was a mod.
That was before they added skin packs and texture packs in the 360 edition.
I used to watch Dan TDM and his mod packs.
Yeah,
the SpongeBob video. I mean,
I remember that one.
Yeah, no, I remember, like, I was like, how did, I can't tell you the amount of times I tried to get Dr. Trevor's to be real.
Dr. Trevor?
I was like, how did he get the villager to just do that? You know?
Yeah, there has to be some sort of secret.
Like, I wanted my own Dr. Trevor's. I wanted a villager that would listen to me when I talked to it.
Damn.
And it would, I'd be like, build this for me, and it would go like, and then it would build. It was all
if
mods.
Only, man. Well, yeah. If only, But that was like the fun of it. Is when you're when you're a little
down the gay pride flag.
When you're a little kid, Jesus Christ. When you're a little kid, holy shit. When you're a little kid, you don't know these things, and it's like a little bit of wonderment that goes about these games that you love to play. There's a little bit of wonderment there. Like when you try to build the fucking Aether portal after watching Tobuscus.
Not
and then the water spills out.
The less iconic version of the Herobrine Shrine. We still tried it.
Still tried both of those things. The Herobrine Shrine and the fucking Aether got disappointed both times.
You know what? Now there's a mod where you can download the Aether mod and the portal works.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole different dimension you can go
to. Yeah.
But guess what? I don't have Minecraft on PC.
I do. By God, I am not installing any fucking mods because it's a headache. Not gonna do it.
Is it? I don't know.
No, I don't think it's a headache. You get a little mod loader and then it takes a little bit to download some of them and then you just put it in. It can't
be that bad.
It's not that bad. I know it's not.
If all these idiot YouTubers made Herobrine stuff,
I'm sure I could probably muster up the ability to do that. Yeah.
We need to make one of them fake tutorial videos. Bring it back.
Bring back Herobrine.
Because they already know Herobrine's fake. Because
Yeah, they grew up in the post fake era, the post Herobrine fake era. Fucked up.
We need these kids to believe in Herobrine like I did.
PFH, post fake Herobrine. That's what we're in right now.
I know that he's fake, but
PFH 2024.
There's still a part of me that really wants him to just have been real at some point. I wonder if there was ever any Roblox creepypastas.
Yeah.
I bet those would have been dumb as hell.
Hell yeah, there is. Dude, I swear to God there has to be. There has to be. I mean, come on.
That's gotta be some stupid ass shit.
I don't think I've ever seen them, but if you were to look at Roblox creepypasta, I'm sure like 40 would come up.
Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a creepypasta.
Why? Why is that?
I'm seeing them hyper-realistic eyes everywhere.
Yeah, oh man, everywhere I look, every person I look in the eyes, they have hyper-realistic eyes. It scares me. I just can't do it anymore.
No, but I've been... I mean, it just gets wild sometimes,
It does?
Yeah.
Shit, man, shit doesn't get wild for me, but maybe that'll come with time. I don't... how wild are we talking?
I'll have to show you around one day.
I don't know if I like the sound of that. That puts me a little bit on edge.
No, you know what?
Show me around where?
One of these days we should hit up one spot that some spooky shit happened to me one time. These abandoned train tracks.
Okay, well that's always a place for something spooky to take place. Although
admittedly, it wasn't that spooky. It was just sort of somebody got lost one time, but I feel like if we went down there, we'd have a good time.
Could have a good time?
Yeah.
Could have a good time?
Mm.
Probably party down by the abandoned train tracks if you were so pleased. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing stopping you, maybe besides some ghosts. You know, that roam through the night.
Not ghosts, maybe like skinwalkers.
Yeah, if you see your friend walk out of the darkness and come up to you and say, "Hey, what's up, man? Are you trying to come over here?" Don't go the other. Run, fucking run, get out of there.
Be like, no, you come this way.
And be like, "Nah, brother, come over here." You'd be like, "Huh?
Ain't that where you got lost? Why are you trying to bring me back there too? Let's just leave."
Yeah, come over here. And he's just like, got me. Oh, damn it. He just goes, fuck. You got me this time, pal. But I'll be back. And you just go, I know I'm wise to your tricks. Buster.
I watched Mandela Catalog.
Yeah, I know what's going on. I know to be very skeptical.
Mandela Catalog, bro.
Yeah, I don't remember it very much. Wasn't that the one with the intruder?
The alternates, aka they're just skinwalkers, but they were like TV skinwalkers.
Were they?
Like,
I fucking don't remember. Dude,
I don't
remember.
Lore.
The only ones that I ever liked and ever cared about was the sun went. That was an ARG. The sun went missing.
Oh, the Twitter thing.
Yeah, that was cool. That was like an ARG. I like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
They made YouTube videos and stuff. I liked Local 58.
Local 58.
That was a really good one.
OG.
I still like that one. Walton Files.
Files was good.
Vita Carnis. Those are the only good ones in my opinion.
I have not watched Vita Carnis. I've heard of it.
It's fucking good. It's actually.
I have not watched it.
Dude, they use practical effects, and there's like a little video of a guy like hiding in the closet from one of the monsters, and like the closet swings open, and it's like a real puppet. The guy made a real dummy, and it looks cool. It looks cool as hell.
Really?
Yeah, he used practical effects, and it looks good, and it's actually scary, and it's a cool premise. I liked it. It was more unique. You cared a little bit.
What is it like? Another one of them like analog horrors where it's like big monsters coming to get you.
Yeah, sorta, but yeah. I mean, I would say so, but it has like an underlying story to it. It's
Of course.
It's like this. There's this thing. It's called the Vita Carnis, and there's multiple stages of the Venus Carnis. There's these little vines. That's where they start out. They start out in these little vines, in these tiny little fucking red pulsating vines, and little things. I think they call them clippings or little whatever the hell. These little guys fall down, they fall off, and they grow. They're like they fall off from the plant, and they grow, and the tiny little guys, and they're funny looking, and they make fucking they make weird noise. But people keep them as house pets in this universe. There's a whole video about it.
Oh, they're cute little pets.
Yeah, and they even have the little guy's little practical effect. He's a little puppet too. It's cool. And then those things evolve into, it's like an evolution like thing.
Oh, like those things it as pets, but it's like having the gremlins as pets.
No, it's actually, I don't think it's like that. It's just there's certain different kinds of the Vita Carnis. The lowest stage and the most I guess the one not to worry about is the clipping and the vine. Those ones, who gives a shit. But then the rest of them, they go up, and they like, there's one that's like that hides in your home and eats you. Because that's how it feeds on humans, so it finds ways to eat humans, and as they eat more humans, they become more human-like. That's the premise behind those guys. And then there's there's this one that's a massive fucking colossal like being that every time people have tried to get close to them, they go whoop, and then they just fucking murder them. They kill the guys. There's these little vines that come up out the ground that are like a big piranha. It's like gonna eat you and pull you under. But the videos are cool. They're scary, pretty normal analog horror tropes, but pretty good, pretty original concept. And when the videos are actually like live action, they're actually scary and good.
Live action's crazy.
They have like actors and stuff.
And we'll have that up to the train tracks eventually.
Yeah, get up there. We'll witness real life Wendigos.
Maybe.
And skinwalkers.
You'll have to tune in next time. When
we head up to the abandoned train tracks and see, is there really anything spooky up there? I don't know. Let's go check it out.
I don't know. We'll see you in the next episode of the Discus Life podcast, the official podcast of the Discus Life,
the impossible podcast of Disc.
He's got it.
Next episode.
He's got it
soon. Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.
See ya.